So before I start talking about Arrow and The Flash, I have an update. I now have a Facebook page and an official Twitter account. Just look up The Microphone on Facebook and Twitter and you'll find me. My Facebook page is The Microphone Official and my Twitter handle is ZELIG1996. It's my old Twitter, but I just didn't want to go through and make a whole new Twitter account when I barely used my first one anyway. So now, Arrow and The Flash. I watched the first 2 seasons of Arrow on Netflix, and when I learned, Season 2 of Arrow comes out on Netflix the same day Season 3 of Arrow premieres on television, I was like, DVR time! So, me and my little brother watch Arrow, so we DVR'd the first episodes of Arrow and The Flash while watching Arrow on Netflix, and now we're done with Arrow Season 2 on Netflix, and we're caught up with the rest of the world. Yes! We are caught up. So I am super happy because Arrow is really awesome, and The Flash is just cool. Even though I had to suspend my scientific disbelief through the origin story of The Flash, but now that's out of the way, I'm gonna be like, oh sweet, he runs super fast, and Barry Allen in comic books, and So yeah, that's awesome. Now we're getting into spoiler territory. Sorry. If you are not caught up with the rest of the world on Arrow and The Flash, I'd click away right now. Alright, are they gone? Is everyone who is not caught up gone? Great, because now we're getting into big spoiler territory. So as I said, my little brother and I have been fans of Arrow since the beginning. And we both identify a lot with Felicity. Like, both Jewish, both have peanut allergies, both breathtakingly attractive. Yeah. So we were stoked when Felicity and Oliver finally went on a date, because they've been our OTP since the beginning. Although we wouldn't be too upset if Felicity and Barry Allen got together, but that's a different story. Speaking of Barry Allen, Flash time! So, the whole thing with the lightning bolt and the chemicals and then the science, I don't see how dark matter, dark energy, or antimatter can make a guy run super fast. Although, in the most recent episode, I really liked how they had it that he was having a deficiency with glucose, because glucose is the scientific nutrient where we get our energy from. And so, of course, he'd be deficient in it, and that's why he's been getting the blackouts, because he's not eating enough. And in the cartoon and the comics, the Flash was like, nom 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 nom, eating everything. And so that's a really good nod to the comics, and I really enjoyed that. So you may know, I'm more of a Marvel guy than DC guy, and that's partially because the movies, like if instead of the Marvel Cinematic Universe being huge right now, it was a DC Cinematic Universe, and Marvel was just starting, probably be more into DC. Like, it's the movies that got me into it, and then I was like, internet time, look up the comments, look up the Wikipedias, oh my god, backstories of all the characters. And it's not really read too much comics, but I know about the comics. And does that make me one of the fanboys that everyone hates? I hope not, because I like superheroes and stuff, and I want to be a superhero. Being a superhero sounds like so much fun, but I'm getting off topic. Where were we again? Oh yes, Arrow and The Flash. So, they are really cool. Like, Arrow and The Flash, I get a pretty big Superman and Batman vibe off of them. Like, there's Green Arrow being our Batman analog, who's in the dark, nitty-gritty, crime-ridden city. Ooh, that rhymed, huh? And he has no powers. And then there's the Flash, who has the powers, and he's in the happy city that he saves people in the light, not in the dark. And I think that's just pretty cool in how the show is a parallel for, like, the movies, and how There's Superman and Batman in the movies, and there's Flash and Green Arrow in the show. And I think that's pretty cool because Flash and Green Arrow are not as big as Superman and Batman are, and so they get like basically the same treatment but in their different mediums, and I think that's pretty cool. So that's a wrap. Like, I've talked a lot, but this is my first video since the half-hour long one, and we found so much to talk about with that one. I enjoyed that. So do you like that video with me and Michaela? Do you like that? Because I really did. And so, yes, please click on posters to figure out what they do. I want to give a shout out, even though he never asked for it, to the channel Emergency Awesome, because he talks a lot about Doctor Who and The Flash and Arrow, and I just think he's really cool. I watch his videos regularly, and if you're a fan of me, if you're a fan of me talking about this kind of stuff, go check him out. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Click on things that subscribes to me. I don't know what else. Thanks for watching. I am the microphone, and